right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you all a few moments to get in. While we're doing that, let me go ahead and get my YouTube thumbnail set up. And we'll wait for the text notification squad before we go live on all of the other platforms. Wow. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. Wow. I'm sorry, I just saw, you know what? I just I just I'm going to I'll show you what I'm seeing. So this is my YouTube page, and I was scrolling and I saw this little thing down at the bottom with my head looking so golden and my cheeks aglow. If you're not on the other page, go ahead and jump on the other page. Hey, welcome in, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was supposed to be getting my thumbnail set up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I appreciate you all coming and pumping up the video earlier. I appreciate that because oh wow, the video is struggling. Ugh, well, I did my very, very best. It's always tricky when you re-upload a video, but I did, and the video is stunted, but what can I do? We're live now, so we got to keep going forward. If you get a chance, comment on today's video. Share it if you feel that the conversation is worth sharing. Hey Sarah, welcome. I'm just updating my thumbnails right now. Yeah, January 2024. So the title of today's video is Consciously Your Friend. Hmm. We're going to be reacting to his platform. You know, I haven't wanted to call him out by name, but people are asking me, and I'm getting tagged and sent his videos, and you all came on my live broadcast earlier asking me to speak about his support of this Rhoda Bashy Boondoggle. Let me get my logos up because I don't know where's my logo? You better, wait, what's this? Logo, 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 logo. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Logo, logo. Are you okay? There we go. Well, Trey. Hey, Trey. You're a long time knockout from long ago. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be reacting to some of his videos. There's a lot going on right now. All right. So I hope the text has gone out. Let me just check and see. If the text has gone out, the text has not gone out yet, but it should any moment now. Any moment now. Let me refresh. All right. So Renee is saying, I stopped listening to him when I saw he was married to a non-black woman. We're going to be talking about some of that today, especially his response to that. We got James Ranch in the house. I like that name. It reminds me of a nice creamy dressing. You know what? I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. I'm over here talking. Let me get my stuff together. Let me get the monetization on the video. You all don't like when it's interrupted by commercials, but this is how we get paid. You know what I mean? This is how we get paid. So I'm putting them up for every 6 minutes. Let me say, because every 12 minutes, you know, people are only watching the video for 15 minutes, so at least 6 minutes, you know, we can get 2 commercials in. Request review. They've already demonetized the video and we ain't even got started yet. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, text notification. Where's the text notification? It does. Doesn't his name sound like a nice, tart, tangy, creamy dressing? It does. All right. Crystal Lake, you sound like a water, like a water. You sound like refreshing water that's coming down from the Canadian snowy mountains. Or or a horror movie where somebody got trapped underneath. You know, it can go either way. It can go either way. It can go either way. All right, so I'm just waiting for the text. How are you all doing? Well, since we're here together, let me ask a question. Did you make a New Year's resolution? If you did, if you did make a New Year's resolution, put up a 1 and let me know if you're working on it. If you did not make a New Year's resolution, put up a 0 and let me see why you did not make a New Year's resolution while we're waiting for the text to go out. Somebody said I just watched a video where Rhoda is in Jamaica. She actually was in Jamaica a few weeks ago or last week, but that's an old video. Yeah. So I've been keeping up behind the scenes just peripherally, but no, she's not in Jamaica right now. They just put that up today for some weird reason. But no, like they're painting a narrative and they're adding stuff to the story that doesn't need to be in here. All right. So Divine is saying she got her text. But let me look at the numbers. Let me look at the numbers for the question I asked so that I see whether we got New Year's resolutions in the house or not. Okay, so we got half the people did New Year's resolutions, half the people did not. Interesting, and I see 1010s are coming up, so the text went out. So let's go ahead and get live on all of the platforms. Let me go and oh, you know what? Let me pull the thumbnail up so I could get it on the screen. Alrighty. Alrighty then. All right. Okay. I you know what? I like to set intentions for the year. So this is not supposed to look like this, but it does. Thank goodness I clicked in here because I don't know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on to the break it down? To the break it down. Here we go. What is this? Why is this so? Okay, there we go. This is the thumbnail for the video. And you know what? I know black women are going to fight me on this, and that's okay. We can't save everyone. 2024 is the year of realizing that everybody is not going to be in the life rafts, and that is all right. Some people are just going to get left behind, and that is all right. Okay, so this is the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's get this party started, y'all. All right. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. I'm your host, Tonya TKO. And I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a life coach trained at an accredited university, at an accredited program. Listen, what I want you all to do for 2024, we were talking briefly before we came live on all of the platforms. We were talking about New Year's resolutions. Let us set the intention for 2024 that if you're going to be listening to somebody that you ask for their credentials. Because I saw Jillian Michaels today talking about Oprah and Ozempic, and Jillian Michaels was making light of obesity. She's like, just eat less. And I'm like, this woman is not an endocrinologist. She's not a doctor. She knows how to work out. And to my knowledge, she has never been chronically obese. So it's like, what is qualifying you to talk about a complex system on the inside where people are struggling with? If it was just a matter of eating less, then everyone would be in shape. So 2024, I want us to concentrate on those credentials. I want us to look for people who are qualified to speak on what it is that they're speaking on. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Conscious Lee. Is he your friend, black women? And I'm going to be asking you all some questions throughout the broadcast because he is supporting this Brickgate boondoggle even after Rhoda has come out and been proven to be lying. And I'm curious to see what is it that he's supporting, because you all have been sending me these videos, telling me to react to it, tagging me, and all of this stuff. So I am going to be reacting to his videos live. I have not pre-watched them, so I don't know what it is that he's saying. I know, and I remember when he came out with his video. When was this? This was last year when he came out with this video. It was this video and how he made the story go viral for defense. People are asking, who is he? So I see there are people here who don't know who he is. He is a pro-black, primarily pro-black woman TikToker who is famous on that platform. And he gets tweeted and retweeted by some of the big blogs like Shade Room and I forget some of the other ones, but he gets retweeted. And when I was talking about this situation last year and black women were attacking me and I was still fighting the good fight, and then somebody with a big platform like his went viral for coming out in defense of her, it really amplified and edified people's voices to continue to kick down on me. So after a while, I was like, you know what? What is the point? I put the information out there. If people want it, they can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch the original video. And I stopped, you know what? I started side-eyeing him when he posted pictures of his wife, right? I started side-eyeing him. This is his wife right there. But it wasn't until, so this is his wife, these are his children. I'll show you some closer up. You know what, as a matter of fact, we can go closer up right here. So you see his children have loose curled hair. As you see, it's loose, it's out. Because I bet you he's going to make the claim that she's black. I've heard other people saying, well, she's black. Right, but she's not Negroid. Anybody can claim to be black. Rachel Dolezal is quote unquote black. Anybody can be black. But she's not Negroid. I started side-eyeing him when I saw his wife. But then when he started talking about trans and his mush mouth and how trans women aren't women and you don't need a uterus to be a woman, I said, oh no, boy. Oh no. And that's when I tuned out forever. I was like, do not recommend, unfollow. They still tried to push that down my throat. And I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Did Neek do her video? Because I've been waiting for her to go live today because she was going to be talking about the Olin Douglas video that we did. If you're not on my other page, Tonya TKO Clips, go over to the Tonya TKO Clips page because I'm going to be posting clips over there of the Olin Douglas interview. I'm going to be posting clips of this video, doggone. But nonetheless, let us go ahead and get this popping. Let's hear the original video that he did that went viral. Let me see how many views this has. Let me take a look and see. Because he put up this video and the video has 4,000 comments. So it has a few million views from what it is that I saw. So he is really raking up. And you know what? Listen, I started reading this book, right? Pimpology. Don't buy this book. Don't give this man your money. Don't do it. Because this man he's very problematic. But I started reading this book. And in the beginning of the book, the man says there's only two types of people out there. Pimps and hoes. That's his world. Pimps and hoes. And in the case of Conscious Lee, do you think he's a pimp or a hoe? He's pimping black women, making a killing. And black women don't ask for anything in return. I want to see, because he's going to talk about the work that he does, right? What work is he doing? I want to see what programs he's created, where he's volunteering his time. I want to see that. You know, I could be wrong, but what happens is a lot of these vloggers say they're for you, but when it comes time to really be for you, to really help traffic girls, first of all, he's saying that a person with XY chromosomes and some big old balls dangling down below can be a woman. That's just like an infertile XX chromosome queen with some big old nuts swinging and hitting whenever you listen. Okay, I don't have to behave that way. Let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Let's go ahead and play Son here and see what he has to say about the original Boondoggle here.
She scammed us. She lied, just like Carly Russell. All you simps and panders is out there going at black men, trying to get us to put ourselves out there for a black woman that we ain't related to or we ain't putting that meat to. Oh, y'all tripping. That's what y'all sound like to me. Research over me search. Let's get into it. There's still people that believe this story. She has multiple videos up of her having a similar allergic reaction. She has multiple GoFundMe with similar incidents. And her friend, they say she a scammer. There's no police report. The owner of the restaurant said that's not on them. There's no blood after they're being bricked. Come on, guys. We are CSI social media investigators and we graduated from YouTube University. How y'all gonna call out us on our investigation? Let's go.
This appears to be a video made by Rose showing you all.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. You know what? I think there's something highly problematic. You know, I, my thing. I'm having some technical doggone difficulties here. Grab my thing. It's not grabbing my thing. What is this right here? It's not grabbing my thing. Let me fold this up. Click this. Grab my. It's not grabbing my thing. Let's continue. I know he has a mush mouth. I know. But bear with him. You know what? I want to be able to concentrate on what it is that he's saying. The problem that I'm having right now is that people repost my videos. And when they repost my videos, I need to have my logo on me. Because if I don't have my logo on me, then people don't know where to find me. And I'm trying to find my logo. My logo has fallen down somewhere. And here it is. Thank you. There's my logo. Because last night I didn't want to take the time and stop the broadcast to find my logo. And then it ended up, I ended up just not having my logo on the video. And then I had to re-upload the whole video. So I'm like, rather than doing all of that, let me just go ahead and, let me see, add existing. Let me see. TKO SIG. Where's my SIG? SIG square open. There we go. Let's just get that right on the video so that we can go forward. I appreciate you all bearing with me. And for the people who didn't want to bear with me, that's fine. So listen, I see people saying I can't stand him. Oh, it is dusty. I don't want us to attack him because this isn't about him. All of the lessons have to do with looking at yourself. I want our lesson coming from this to be about discernment and scrutiny. I want us to scrutinize who it is that we're following and listening to. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to take it to the top and we're going to listen to the whole thing. This is a 10-minute video and I want to be able to hear the whole thing. The whole thing. And you know what? I won't ever hold up my broadcast because I don't want to take the time out to get my logos up because people started reposting the video and people don't. It was an exclusive interview. And so I deserve, nobody, let me just come forward. No excuse. Let's go forward. And is saying you gained weight, Tonya. I sure have. This has been a good holiday season starting from Thanksgiving till now. But I'm back on it. Why don't, listen, if you want to get in on a fitness challenge with me, and you want to put up your stats and all of that, then we can go ahead and do that behind the scenes. But until then, enjoy my plump rosiness. I always look so good with extra weight. So it's good. It's good. All right, let's go. Let's go.
She scammed us. She lied, just like Carly Russell. All you simps and panders is out there going at black men, trying to get us to put ourselves out there for a black woman that we ain't related to or we ain't putting that meat to. Oh, y'all tripping. That's what y'all sound like to me. Research over me search. Let's get into it. There's still people that believe this story. She has multiple videos up of her having a similar allergic reaction. She has multiple GoFundMe with similar incidents. And her friend, they say she a scammer. There's no police report. The owner of the restaurant said that's not on them. There's no blood after they're being bricked. Come on, guys. We are CSI social media investigators and we graduated from YouTube University. How y'all gonna call out us on our investigation? Let's go.
This appears to be a video made by Rose showing you all her after-visit summary, her police report. Is showing that she did have an emergency room visit. On September the 3rd, it was due to a facial injury caused by trauma. You can see the multiple CT scans that she did have. The results show that she has a bone injury. Below her finger shows the possible reasons for the bone injury. This here is her doctor note. So to all of you who are saying that she had saline injections or an allergic reaction, stop the fucking cap.
Oh, y'all believe in anything these days? I gotta stop believing these hoes. Then the amount of times I've been tagged in this video, y'all didn't find this suspicious when this individual insert themselves? Let's see it.
The fact that nobody
I know he's not going to be white shaming and his wife got no melanin. Oh, sir, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. No, sir. No, sir. Don't do that.
Nobody is questioning the fact that this woman deleted her TikTok, privatized her Instagram, hasn't posted an update on her face on Instagram, but has garnered almost $50,000 in 6 days. That's a little weird to me. Nobody's questioning her, despite the fact that she did this in 2020, did it a little more subtly in 2022, and now again in 2023. Nobody's questioning it. Not a single soul.
So if her Instagram is private, how would you know if she's uploading any new photos or not? And you damn right I followed her back. Christina, go and take it away.
Y'all saw a funky, nasty spirited white woman barely get up out of bed, sleep still in the eye, to make a video discrediting a black woman who said that she was the victim of a brutal, violent attack. Not sharing any reputable sources, right? No credible sources, no proof, no evidence, just theories and vibes. Just theories and vibes, and that's who's shedding light on this entire scenario. That's who you're listening to. Okay, black people are trying to have a conversation about how we protect black women, and this random white woman inserts herself, and that's who you decide to listen to. Instead of the black.
Well, consciously got a white woman talking in his ear. Well, I'm sure he's going to call her black woman, but nonetheless, I mean, you don't know who's inserting themselves in the conversation in his ear, so what?
Woman that had the video of the night that it happened, and a video of her in the hospital, and a video of her hospital reports, right, her medical records. We already know y'all don't like to listen to medical records because Meg Thee Stallion showed medical records, right? And Meg Thee Stallion showed her foot after damage of it getting shot, and you still didn't.
Why is he down here behaving this way? He's like pre-orgasmic, like what is? Look at the way he's looking.
For every single time.
Look, why is he? Hold on, I'm trying to. Look at the way he looks.
Hospital reports, right? Her medical records. We already know y'all don't like to listen to medical records because Meg Thee Stallion showed medical records, right? And Meg Thee Stallion showed her foot after damage of it.
He looks like he's pre-climactic. The F is going on. First of all, I read her medical records and what it is that she said happened to her at the hospital. Number one, before she went to the hospital, she started broadcasting live on the scene, screaming and hollering at people who said that they didn't even see what was going on and what did she want them to do, and they didn't even see what happened, right? I read her medical records and I actually did a video with that. If you want, I did 5 videos on it. Just look for Tonya TKO and hashtag Brickgate because I've hashtagged all of the videos I've done. The story that she told in the hospital is different than the story that she told to the police, is different than the stories that she's telling in the videos, is different. Like, she has many different versions of the story. At one point, she said that someone tried to pull her into a car and kidnap her. Another story is the Uber driver attacked her. Another story is the person who asked her for a phone number attacked her. So come on. So go ahead and have your facial climaxes down there, sir.
Getting shot, and you still didn't believe her then. I had a video for every single time a man threatened, harassed me, or attacked me. I would be able to make a 3-part trilogy film series, and you would still call me a liar. You would still call all these other black women liars like you already do. Don't believe black women, and it's getting old, okay? The plot line is running stale. You do everything you can to discredit us, whether we have evidence or not, and you'll listen to people who you know you don't typically trust, right? Y'all don't typically trust white women because before white women, you know they do.
And I'm gonna cut you off right.
And I'm going to cut you off right there. Let's address that real quick. Number one, we don't know Roda Bashi. We don't know her. Meg Thee Stallion, Meg Thee Stallion was coming up against a famous black man who people idolize publicly. And we know that we live in an anti sexual expression, anti-female sexual expression culture, which started 2,000 years ago. And so Meg Thee Stallion, yes, people will love her for how they can exploit her. But when it comes time to supporting her, right, then people turned on her for a black man, right? We don't know Bashi, Roda Osman. She was coming out for the first time with this story. But when we started looking into her, like, we're conflating different issues here. Meg Thee Stallion is an entertainer. Did Meg Thee Stallion have a series of prior false alarms and made up stories about being shot in the foot? No. Rhoda Bashi has blogs upon blogs of even Somali people talking about her attention whoring ways, about her problematic behavior. People came out who went to school with her, who talked about how she always ended up in quote unquote problems. People came out speaking out about her character, people who knew her friend, her roommate, her stripper friend. She showed videos of Rhoda claiming that 3 men stood around her and beat her down because she has a PhD. 3 men? Listen, 1 man can rock your dome right off your doggone spine, but 3 gathered all around you pummeling, and you're going to enter into a car after that, talk about it's up and down for a real nigga. So 3 men beat you down and you're not in the hospital. Come on, it's like the stuff that she's saying not making sense. I showed her Facebook page where she is constantly talking about sob stories where she needs money. She got kicked out of, the Marriott or one of those big chain hotels because they say they smelled marijuana smoke coming out of her room. Instead of leaving, checking into a different hotel, or even calling the NAACP, she decided to go to the front desk and call a black woman all types of bitches. So which black women are we supporting? Are we supporting the black woman who was trying to do her job that Rhoda called all types of bitches? Not only that, she got kicked out of a Dollar Tree, causing issues in the Dollar Tree. They asked her to please stop doing something. She started arguing with the woman. And then after she did all of that, she decided to start filming. And then the security guard was calm as can be and was like, look, we've already asked you, to stop doing this behavior. You argued with her and started hollering at her. And now we're asking you to leave. She's been permanently banned from Airbnb for her damn antics with them. How much more? How much more do we need to do, show, see, and be in order to understand that this woman has a chronic history of problematic behavior in which she incites situations that can turn into verbal and physical violence? How much more do we need to see? That's the question. And people are like, oh, the past has nothing to do with the present. You damn right it does. Because if you have a history of problematic behavior in which you're saying, well, now, this time I want you to believe me, your past is going to come. And then people will say, well, we if this was a black person and a white person was doing that, we wouldn't like it if a white person. Yeah, okay. When Mike Brown had stole whatever it was that started that whole, it was down in, it wasn't Louisiana, it was not Kentucky, I can't think of so nonetheless, where he stole the Black and Mile and it ended up with him being shot down, right? If there were reports that came out chronicling problematic violent behavior, which could give us a more broad picture about what happened, I feel that information would be appropriate. But what they do is they say, well, when this person was 12, they once smoked marijuana. What they do is they bring up irrelevant things. Is the information in Rhoda's past relevant or irrelevant to the current claims that she's making? I feel that it's relevant because it shows a history of how she behaves. And far too many of us, this is why I say these videos are not about these people. Far too many of us want to behave however in the hell it is that we want to behave out there and still have people make excuses for us. Some of us are even trying to go viral. I saw a video of a woman sitting up inside of a damn homeless shelter because she, with 3 children, decided to travel across the country to become a famous influencer. Girl, you got 3 mouths to feed. Now you on the news talking about you homeless. Listen, and I understand the irony of me saying that considering I lived in my car for my dream. I was on my own. I was working. I had a popping, thriving. I just got my 100,000K plaque from YouTube and I wasn't getting paid. I was doing the work that I went out there to continue to do, and I wasn't making money on YouTube. And I asked the people who had benefited from my videos to contribute to my GoFundMe back then, and the people who knew of me, who wanted to give, gave. I didn't have 3 children in tow talking about I'm going to become an influencer in 2024. Has anybody researched how to become an influencer nowadays? The market is saturated and it's very difficult. Nonetheless, her past matters. It matters. Because if you cry wolf, and the crazy part about this is I'm going to say this. Some of the content creators that you follow purposefully didn't talk about the Roda situation because they're more interested in the bottom line. Listen, some of your favorites didn't talk about it because they had the opinion that Roda was wrong, but they're interested in that money that you give. Pimp and hoe. Who's the pimp? Who's the hoe? You are getting pimped. You're getting pimped by people who don't have to step up to the plate rather. You're getting pimped by people who don't have to step up to the plate when it's crunch time, and you still give them your support. They don't have to speak out so that they can sit comfortably by and allow people like me to take the fire. And I stood there on the front lines until this guy came out with his video, and then it just became too much because there's too many of us who want to remain in plausible deniability. We want to remain blind. We don't want to wake up. Tell me how my volume is. Tell me if it's peaking. All right, let's continue going forward.
Right there, Christina, because some people do trust white women, actually. But it wasn't just her, though. It wasn't just her.
Today on Ghetto News, man, I'm sorry to report, we may have gotten bamboozled, kerfluffled, hoodwinked. She didn't just pull the wool over her eyes. She pulled the whole damn sheep on our face. So we all know this lady, right? The brick lady, a.k.a. Ro Reacts. Now, it seems like she has a history of doing this sort of thing. Basically, in 2020, she actually, once again, played the victim to actually get GoFundMe donations. And I want y'all to listen to this.
Years we've been scammed again. Rhoda Osman, the brick lady, appears to be
CSI Law and Order TikTok investigators, man.
Her first incident was in 2020. She claimed she was assaulted by a dollar store security guard.
And man, did the story get crazy. Man, this story got more twists and turns than a Jamaican street. Seems like we got Carly Ro.
Oh, I forgot about that part. She did say that she was assaulted by the dollar store manager, that there was some violence involved. But we saw the video. I played it for you all. There was no, it was her being verbally violent towards them, calling them out their names, hollering, just going off, doing unnecessary foolishness. Listen, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Knockouts, don't go out there showing your damn ass when you have plenty of opportunities to de-escalate or go about your business. Oh, don't go out there showing your ass and then expect for me to defend you. I'm a self-love specialist. The most self-loving thing that you can do is protect yourself and go about your damn business when you can go about your damn business. Everything does not have to be a drag-down fight. Let's continue.
Carly rustled again. She had black women coming for black men all over the internet. But as more details of the story came out, man, her story was flakier than a 90-year-old crotch. Y'all remember her claiming that none of the black men around actually came to her defense? Yeah, that one. Now watch this clip.
I got hit with the brick, you know, and we was trying to help it. That's all we was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? We was trying to help it. I called the police and stuff like that. They pulled up. I talked to them. I know they got the video.
So that was bullshit. Now y'all remember this guy who claimed he was there? Oh, nope. His ex-girlfriend outed him. He doesn't even live in the same state. He was just another motherfucker doing it for clicks and views. Oh, so the owner of the establishment also finally spoke out. So he reviewed all the security footage, and there was no video of her getting assaulted in any shape or form. And yet she was able to still raise $40,000 on GoFundMe donations this time around. And now for the obvious question. I'm pretty sure we all see that swelling on her face, right? On top of not filing a police report, it's alleged that she actually got treated for an allergic reaction, guys. Oh, just in case we can't put one on one together, guys, she did this for clout, she did this for views, and she did this for money.
The extreme limits that some people are willing to go to just...
Now, what I will say about that guy is, let's not say anything for certain that we are not sure of for certain. And you know what? I want you all to do this because I've been listening to a lot of experts lately. If you're listening to people who never at any given time ever say they don't know, stop listening to them. Because nobody knows everything. There's going to need to be a time where somebody goes back and has to do some research to come out with new information. If you're listening to somebody who knows everything all the time about all subjects, they're lying. They're just making stuff up off the seat of their damn pants. Ask people for references. Ask them for studies and surveys. Ask them for their sources. So this guy who's saying she got treated for an allergic reaction, listen, all of us have only seen copies, internet copies of the medical reports. None of us have seen them for certain. So of the ones that I saw online, the story that she told at the hospital, according to the paperwork I saw, and I showed that in a video, her story was changing, completely changing.
disprove this black woman, and y'all acting like Fox News journalists to try to concoct these stories and narratives is baffling to me. You know, it really speaks volumes of our society.
Nigga, you was a vlogger just like the rest of us, goddamn. I mean, people out here, this is how vloggers get the information and put it out there. There are people who do research, yes. Stop trying to act like you above vlogging. Come on, there's a lot of investigative journalists out here. There are a lot of people who have access to court records and documents. There are a lot of people out here who get the information. Now, what we need to do is we need to vet, but don't try to shame people who are vloggers. Come on, son. You a vlogger just like the rest of us. Damn. Oh, we only halfway through this. I need to take me a break. This is just too damn much. For real. Let's listen. I want you all to get up out of your seat. Get up and let us get up and move. I'm going to put some QR codes on the screen, but I want you all to just get up and just move your body. We've been sitting down for 40 minutes, and it's time we just at least get up off of our butt cheeks and move our glutes. So come on, if you want, we can just move around, stir the pot, just get those hips moving. And if you want, you can even go backwards like you in the Matrix. Just get that back, move forward, punch back. Move forward, punch back. So that's what we're working on. We're working on spine flexibility, and we'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll finish listening to this video, as well as look at some of the more problematic things that he's saying now recently. So there's going to be some QR codes on the screen. If you want to contribute to the broadcast and support it with the Cash App, you can do so with the QR code. You can also send through PayPal or through my website. Cash App will be read on the screen, and I'll see you back in 2 minutes. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. And listen, we're going to read the apples right now. But what I want us to do is just do a bend over and then just hang for a moment and just let the blood just come to our heads. Listen. And just swing like a tree. That's what I want you to do while I get ready to read these cash apps. Thank you so much. Oh, man, I really did need to just get up and just stretch a little. And so there, I just got an email from somebody who said that she believes that the guy I had on last night is lying. Listen, this is why it's important to ask questions. And then, listen, remember there's A story, B story, and then C is somewhere in between as the truth. All right, so we have an apple that has come in. And she sends 444 and says for keeping us informed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Missy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's go back to this video and finish this up. Let me set my timer so we can take a break. And okay. I thought it was the batteries were dead. Let's set the timer for 25 minutes and then we'll get up again in 26 minutes. Oh, there's another apple that just came through. All right. Elle says, happy Friday. Thank you. Is it Friday? You know, because we had Monday off. Today feels like Thursday. And Monday felt like an extra Sunday. All right. Let's finish seeing what he's criticizing this man about now. All right.
I know that we're doomed as a society because there are people right now trying to use media takeout. Media takeout, a gossip blog, one of the most unreputable sources known to man. A blog that was sued and lost for libel. Do you know how difficult it is to be sued for libel in this country? It is extremely difficult if you didn't know. But this blog, they're using it to discredit Roe, who was hit with a brick a little bit over a week ago. I've seen people say that she had prosthetics.
Now I will say this. Was she injured? Yes, apparently she suffered an injury. However, how was she injured? It's her word against whose? They're going to release the surveillance footage. However, listen, how was she injured? That's the question that I was asking on TikTok when people were attacking me. It's crazy. How was she injured? That's what I want to know, because if there was, and I was saying, if there's a person out there who caused that injury to her, they deserve to be arrested.
Be serious. I've seen people say that she had an allergic reaction. Also be serious. This woman, after being released from the hospital, had to record the incident report because people are saying that there isn't an incident report. And by people, I mean, again, media takeout, because they couldn't find it, right? Because they are known for their investigative journalism. But she had to record this video of her paperwork, including her injuries, in order for people, like, nobody should have to do that to validate, like, the harm or abuse that they've been known to receive.
Yes, people should have to do that. What we shouldn't have to do is just believe a stranger's word. That's what we shouldn't have to do. We shouldn't have to just have anybody come out and be like, okay, well, I'm just going to believe you because you who I don't know says it. This is problematic, and this is how people end up pimps while you hoes.
Receiving end up. I just want to question how we approach literacy, but even beyond that, we don't even have to get into that because the reality is, before y'all even have these allegations, y'all were going above and beyond to discredit this woman. Y'all had her mass reported to the point where her account on TikTok was taken down, and there needs to be some community accountability around this because the reality is, y'all were already vile and nasty before y'all even had these baseless allegations.
I'm going live with both Shaheem and Christina later on today. Y'all should pull up. But listen, and this the part that really annoyed me because shit like this happens every day, B.
So with this whole situation with this lady being hit in the face with a fucking brick by a grown-ass man and people are literally trying to blame her for it and she didn't get no justice, I just want to share this little story time about how a grown-ass man punched me in the face outside of a club unprovoked. And when I say unprovoked, I mean unfucking provoked.
But she lying though too, right? She lying. In conclusion, let me get a look.
The thing is, we do not know who is lying and who is not. That's why we ask questions. God dang. Why is it problematic to ask questions? Ask questions. When a person is telling a truth, their story can hold up to scrutiny. If not, then let the people who know her and know her word believe her. Other than that, the people who don't know you, there's no reason for people who don't know you to believe you based on what? Based on what? The people who do know you, if they know your character and your word is bond with them, share your story with the people that you know and let the people that you know. But when you ask people who don't know you to support you, you have to give them a reason to support. You have to verify. You have to validate. Why is it a problem to ask questions? People are being shamed for asking questions.
Section with you. This is the part that don't make sense, right? When we start talking about particular images being shared to kids, we make arguments and say, hey, the gay agenda should not be shown to kids because then kids is going to forget their gender roles and forget who's really a man and who's really a woman. And our society only messed at that because men supposed to be providers and protectors and women supposed to be nurturers. That's what y'all say. And then we literally hit with an incident and y'all literally go the other way and say, hey, man, women and got to be protected. You see what I'm saying? And men ain't no providers or protectors. You see what I'm saying? I only got to do.
Hold on, son. If you all can't tell that this man is pandering, if you can't tell, if you can't tell that he's pandering, who is a man a provider and a protector too? Are men just at default providers and protectors of whom and in what way? And this is a man who has a wife and has children, right? I'm sure he would give his life for his wife to be safe. We can't ask that of random people on the streets. We can't ask. I mean, we could ask that, but is that call going to be answered? I don't get it.
Do that for women I'm putting at me to or women I'm related to. I don't care nothing about no community. I ain't putting myself in no ways harm. None of that. I don't care about no Aquaman. I don't care about no Montgomery Brawl. Listen, that was an instance that has happened there. And that ain't for me. Y'all crazy in y'all head if y'all think a man that's going to put himself in there, this, that, and the other. It's another man that's doing it. You see what I'm saying? Y'all keep on isolating what's going on as if, you feel me, that it's not another man that you're.
Where is the proof that there was, or at this time, there was no proof that there was a man. There was no surveillance footage at that time. There was nothing that showed that she needed defense from a man or group of men. It's like, okay, where is the information? Now, look, nobody needed to attack her and come out haranguing her until we know more. But I forget the word, but it's a word about just being cautious. We're going to be watching his opinion. I don't mean to keep stopping this. It's just that I keep hearing so many problematic things. We're going to be listening to his new opinion.
Protecting a woman from. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want to isolate it and make it like, hey, women just getting done by women and just like, nah, that's cap. You feel me? Y'all talk a lot about misandry and discrimination towards men, but I don't see y'all having that same energy towards the institutions that are disparate when it comes to messing up men. Capitalism. You see what I'm saying? The military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex. Instead, you want to make it about interpersonal experience that you had with a woman. Listen, man, I get real annoyed when y'all start correlating me with a goddamn Derek Jackson or Samuel, what's his name? Kevin Samuel. Like, listen, I give analysis about power and domination that concerns institutions, systems, and power. I'm not really a concern.
He gives analysis about institutions and power, sir. Sir, You are promoting that a person with XY chromosome can be a woman. You are promoting in the patriarchy that a person in their misogyny thinks that they can be a woman, more woman than a woman. Listen, I mean, I've already showed the videos. I mean, look, I've shown it. They are talking about how they can be more woman than woman. Do I need to pull it up? I'll pull it up during the next break. This is unbelievable. You are supporting the powers that be. You are supporting misogyny by saying that a person with a penis can be a womb holder, that wombs don't matter.
With too many of y'all interpersonal relationships. Y'all want to listen to them old weak ass, broke ass minister dudes get y'all some. Y'all do that. They ain't got nothing to do with me though. You see what I'm saying?
You and Derek Jackson pander the same. I'd like for anybody, if you can, send me a video of this man criticizing women in any form or fashion, criticizing black women. Show me the video of him holding black women accountable for anything. Much like Derek Jackson, right? And then we see why. Because they want to sit there and they want to treat you like a balloon and blow hot smoke up your ass. Huh. They want to blow smoke up your ass and then call you a balloon. But no. It's like there are some times that women are wrong. We cannot get to equity without also having reality, with no semblance of reality. And I understand that we have to rally behind women, that we have to edify and uplift women. However, when there is a case in which a woman is clear-cut wrong, like all of that shit that Roe was doing, all of those people that she harmed, in the ways that she was enacting verbal violence, lying on people and doing all of this, assassinating people's characters, instigating, all of the people that she harmed, the black woman that she called all types of coon-ass bitches and stuff. Imagine that. A woman from Somalia comes to America and then is acting up in a damn hotel where a white manager is putting her out. And because the black woman is just there doing her job, she calls this black woman all types of coon-ass bitches. Really? What you know about coons? Huh? Unbelievable.
Education elevation. Y'all picked the right one. We're going live later on today. I promise we is.
I promise we is. This is why you all like him. This is why you all like him. I promise we is. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go to his page to look. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me do this.
Scammed us. She lied.
Hold on. Let me pull up the video of, oh, Jesus. I double clicked on this and it hearted the video by mistake. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me undo my heart. Let me show you all something real quick. This is when I stopped, when I had to pull away.
Saying trans women don't have uterus.
This is when I had to pull away from, because I was like, okay, it took me a while to follow him because I don't really follow many penis toters. I'm sorry, let me not do that. I don't follow many XY chromosome people, right? But I eventually went ahead and followed him sometime last year, and it didn't take long before I had to unfollow because I got to learn very quickly that something wasn't right in the buttermilk. Something wasn't right. So this is the video right here that made me have to just be like, nah, son. Nah, son. Let me pull this over here. Nah, it's all right. No. Let me pull it here. This thing. I just wish that I could get this on the right screen. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you thumbs up the video if you're enjoying the video. Share this in your WhatsApp group. Share it on Instagram. Share this on your Facebook. Because I feel like people need to hear this conversation. There we go. All right. Where's this at here? Where is this? my logo. This is the background. Where's his video in the foreground? This is it right here. All right, there we go. All right.
Saying trans women don't have uteruses is not as clever as you think it is. It is a fact that 1 out of 5,000 women every day is born without a uterus, and you're not going to negotiate their femininity. It is also a fact that there are women who are not trans that cannot have babies. When y'all start coming up with all these arbitrary definitions of what it means to be a woman, there will always be women you claim to be advocating for that's not going to meet the definition. Man, I don't want to say anything about no trans people because then they're going to call you transphobic. It sounds a lot like, I don't want to say anything about the blacks because you do that, they're going to call you racist. Given the same thing. Do y'all make the same argument?
Yo, is he conflating? See what I'm saying? He's conflating men saying that they're women while he's claiming to advocate for women. Oh my God. And then conflating black issue with that. When he started, because there was one too many videos that he was, hold on. This is when I knew this was weak sauce and I had to unsubscribe.
Like, I don't want to say anything about the blacks because you do that, they're going to call you racist. Given the same thing. Do y'all make the same arguments the supremacists make? Freedom of speech means I should be able to say my opinion even if that opinion is in opposition to somebody else's humanity. It's still freedom of speech. You can come up with all the pseudo-intellectual ways to deny the humanity of trans folks. It's still transphobia, trans homonegativity. Stop playing. Education is elevation, man.
Is he for real? Is he for real? Is he for real right now? I'm trying to figure out if he's for real. He just can't be for real. No one is trying to deny a person's humanity. Let them have all the humanness they want because they're human. What they're not is woman. Whether you don't have a uterus or you don't, if you have the XX chromosome, whether you're born with a uterus or not, a uterus doesn't make you a woman. Listen, this is what I can say, right? If there's no definition of woman, then how can you say that you are a woman if there's no definition of it? What is a woman then? A woman, let me tell you, the female of the species is the one with the larger, fewer sex cells. That's the female of the species. It just so happens that the XX chromosome is what creates the sex cells for womb holders. The male of the species is the one with the smaller, more abundant sex cells. It's as simple as that. Whether a person has a uterus or this or that, if you have XY chromosomes, no matter how you put it, you're not female. You're not. So you don't want to say what a woman is, but I can tell you what a woman is not. A woman is not an XY chromosome person. That is not a woman. Unbelievable. You don't have to have a uterus. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that, right? Ugh. You know what? Let's look, because we are going to look at his current problematic views, but I wanted to show that real quick, and I also wanted to show this right here. Because he spoke about this. Let me go to my page and then let me view my profile and look at my favorites because I added this to favorites so that we could listen.
Now I'm not going to.
All right. So now I'm not going. This is Lee right here, right? Okay, so this is Lee, and this is his wife. And so people started calling him out about this whole white wife thing because, he claims to be such an advocate for black women, and there are black women who were still following him. And I continued to follow him even after I saw that his wife didn't have melanin. And I was like, okay, whatever. I wasn't like whatever. I just kind of I wrote a comment about it, and I just kind of kept it pushing. But this is him addressing it. It says part 4. I don't know what part 1 through 3 said, but this right here, let's take a listen.
Gonna cap. I recognized that when people started seeing who I was married to based off of complexion, it was gonna cause a little backlash and cause a few eyebrows to raise. Now, this is why I found it a little funny. Most of y'all in my comment section have asked me any damn thing. Am I single? Am I married? Do I like it this way? Do I like it that way? But when I showed you who I was married to, instead of y'all asking me, what is the racial identity of y'all wife? You just jumped to conclusions. That was very telling. And from my perspective, the next thing you might ask yourself is consciously color struck. Has all the women he been with looked like his wife? All of them light skinned? To answer that question, no. I do not have a thing for light skinned women. This is the woman that I fell in love with and that I've been with since I was 17 years old, and now we're 29. We fell in love as kids, high school sweethearts, and now we have 2 kids together ourselves. And though my wife is black, I believe who you married to don't dictate your pro-black politics. What are you doing politically, socially, economically to progress the people? I don't give a damn who you sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all can mind y'all business and let my work speak for itself. Don't worry about who I'm sleeping with and making babies with. Now I'm not gonna cap. I recognize that when people started seeing who I was married to.
All right. So her racial identity is black. This is what I'm saying. Anybody can be black. The woman is not Negroid, and she here. Let's zoom in close. Let's zoom in close on the picture he put up of his children. Right? He put this picture up, not me. All right. So you see the little baby in the back got the loose curls, right? So it's not. You see the baby got the loose curls. So it's not so much. And listen, it's just that, so you see, the thing is, I have never had heard people shoving white men down black men's throat talking about this white man is black. I have never seen it. Because when it comes to men and blackness, they gatekeep their blackness. They know, and then they laugh about light skins and all this, light skinned men and all this other stuff, and all of it. They do that. But for many black women, our highest elevation of beauty that some of us hope to attain is that of looking more European. So, especially since we live in a European standard of beauty, when people are like, oh, well, this is a black woman, we don't even care. We just allow her in to be the spokesperson and whatnot. It's whatever. Whatever. Somebody saying maybe she Creole. Creole is still mixed. It's still mixed. Beyonce is mixed. She's black according to everybody, but she's still mixed. And this is part of the issue is that we lump and I put this. Did I put this video? I haven't put this video up on my other page yet, but I will tomorrow, about Neil deGrasse Tyson, who talks about how black people are the most genetically diverse. And instead of recognizing our genetic diversity, we just lump all black people in Africa. We just lump them all in as black. We just lump them all in. So that a person like Ro, even though, she has many indigenous features, or however you want to put it, I don't know, whatever you want to say, right? We'd lump her in with Negroid black, because black in America has become synonymous with black, right? Somebody's saying that's not a black woman. You sure? He says she's black. He said her racial identity is black. He said her racial identity is black. I don't think this is.
Who wins the arguments out of us? Who wins?
Yeah, let me put this in this window.
Who wins?
You do, honey.
We can watch that again if you all want
Who
to.
wins the arguments out of us? Who wins?
You do, honey.
Yeah. She's so blackety black. Issa Rae would want her to win at the Oscars. Nonetheless, let's continue going forward. We have about a minute before our next movement break, so we might as well get up now. When we come back from this movement break, I know it's a long time coming, but we're going to look at his new views of Roe and this whole situation. This is part of the reason that I'm asking, is he your friend? Is he your friend? Because if he were your friend, black women, would he want what we're going to talk about? What a friend is. A friend is somebody who I think wants the best for you and is not going to blow smoke up your ass. Listen, not going to blow smoke up your ass simply because it feels good. All right, so listen, I want us to do some standing crunches. So I want you to feel the feeling. So you don't have to do much. All you got to do is just stand up and just do some standing crunches. Just crunch your stomach in and let it out. Just crunch. And you can get an extra in there by squeezing the glutes as you do it. So you can glute and squeeze and glute and squeeze. And I'll see you back in 2 minutes. Oh my goodness, I was here. I discovered a new way to do these standing crunches for the obliques, right? So here, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Go like this. Crunch up on that side and feel that crunch. Feel it with your fingers until you feel that hard muscle underneath there. Yeah, that felt really good. I like it. I hope you all are getting up and doing your movement breaks. It's really important. Many of our glutes are underdeveloped because we're spending so much time sitting down. You know, so listen, I want you all to make sure that you keep them glutes, gluting. All right, so listen, let's take a look at the apples. And you know what? Let me check the, man. Somebody, listen. You can be anything. You know, in a few years, I hope that we find the equality that we need, that race doesn't matter. But until it does, representation matters. And if anybody can claim that they're black while we still don't even have equal rights for ourselves, it becomes very problematic. Them crunches were good. I like that. Them side crunches, that was really good. All right, let me check the PayPal real quick. How are you all doing? Are you enjoying the broadcast? I hope everybody's having a good day. Everybody black. Let me tell you. All right. Okay, perfect. So let's jump back into this story. Whew, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed those standing crunches. I feel that. I really do. Somebody said I got them working out on a Friday. You should have been working out during the day, but you know what? It's about living. It's about living. And as long as you're alive, you know, you're going to need exercise no matter what day of the week it is. Oh. Being light skinned and being non Negroid and light skinned are very different things. Yeah, you can be light skinned, but with no Negroid features. This is okay. Then what are you at that point? How mixed are you that you have no Negroid features? And then for you to not be sensitive enough to not claim black while not looking black, not being Negroid, when you are white passing, come on. That's insensitive to the people who are truly black. It's insensitive. It's just insensitive. All right, so let's take a look at, this is what I went and I looked up, because remember I told you I was going to look this up during the break. So I looked it up so that I could just play this one little sentence for you all, right? Because, like I said, there are people out there in like supporting. I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you. All right. So this person right here.
I don't even identify as a woman, and I'm more of a woman than you. It's okay to be scared. I am f***ing tired of TERFs making a mockery of real women. Oh, what? You were born with ovaries? You bleed every month? You have XX chromosomes? Yeah, that's cute. Tell me what other external factor that doesn't apply to all of you defines you. At the end of the day, you're out here thinking that trans women are making a mockery of you when it's the exact opposite. You are pretending that you are a woman when the only people here who know that for sure are the ones who have put in the work to understand themselves. The trans women. You have put zero work into actually understanding yourself. You are only a woman because everybody else around you looked at these same external factors that you look at and said, seems like woman behavior to me, and you went.
Anyway, that video is on my other page. You can just take a look at it. Just search for Tonya TKO and the word trans. It's out there. But yeah, so when we support this foolishness and we don't speak up against this, we support it. So anybody who is not full-throatedly calling out this delusion is allowing it to happen. Allowing people with penises, XY chromosome, bigger, stronger bodies with a history of misogyny to just bogart their way into our community and just pummel us down and push us out the way. You look, and listen, and I'm not saying that everybody in the community is as delusional as this person. However, the quiet people allow this to go on. All of the people with XY chromosomes who are delusionally trying to pretend as if they're women and not calling out this madness, listen, despite what these money-hungry doctors say, you cannot be a woman. You can look feminine. You cannot be a woman, no matter what. We got people thinking that if they take enough hormones, that it's going to change their DNA. And then they end up sad, crying, and sitting in a corner somewhere, wanting to just come back in another life, rather than accepting and acknowledging the truth. Okay, you may feel feminine. You may feel as if you were born in the wrong body. However, you were born in the body that you have. You can, unfortunately. So nonetheless, let us jump back now. Let's set our timer for Let's set it for 30 minutes this time. We're going to give us some time to just really dive into what it is that he is saying now about this Roe situation. I don't have any videos per se. I just have, all right, I just have his page. So on his page, he has a bunch of videos. This is not the right thing. This is not. All right, let me move this. This shouldn't even be there. This should be here. All right, so he has a bunch of videos, and so I'm trying to figure out which one of these videos is he talking about this Roe. I see some thumbnails. So if I miss any, let me know, because I'm going back to when it looks like he first started talking about it. Here it says part 1. Okay, so here, let's see. Let's see what he's talking about here. Here, let's see. So this is a live reaction. Thumbs up the video, support the broadcast. The Cash App, let's see. The Cash App link is in the description of the video. It's just $Tonya TKO, and you can send an Apple through, and I will read it during the next break. So this is going to be a live reaction, and I will just give my honest live feedback on this. I hope this is not long. It's 3 minutes, so that should be good.
This brick lady charged in Houston after being accused of making the whole thing up, raising $42,000. So nobody read the article though, huh? Consciously, when are you gonna apologize? Because that little heifer was scamming. I told you she was scamming, she was lying. When you gonna apologize? The apology better be as loud as the support for her too. And before we even get into what the article proves and disproves, let's state the obvious. A lot of y'all don't have as much hope and legitimacy into the system or the legal process until it's about disproving support of a black woman. Then all of a sudden, y'all become legal advocates, because just a couple of days ago, y'all was all about Martin Luther Majors being a victim of the system because his victim lied about the details in which how it happened. The article proves that she was assaulted, but that she did.
I'm so confused. How did he add Jonathan Majors in this? What Jonathan Majors got to do with Roe? Listen, Jonathan Majors got what it is that he was looking for, and I'm happy for him. I'm sad for Megan Good, but she seemed like she needs somebody to flash a camera light in her eyes because she seemed gone. But I don't know how he got these. How did he get this two together? This is bizarre. Let me go back and see how he managed. Look at him. How did he manage to make this about Jonathan Majors? Can a woman be a man? Why would she even want to? And you know, listen. Go ask men. I mean, I did videos on this. There are thousands of men who are now claiming that they're women trying to get into the women's prisons. You know how many people with pussies is trying to get into the men's prison? Absolutely mother effing none. If you so much of a man, go be in the men's prison. Huh? But you're not going to take that pussy up around them boys, is you? No, you won't. You can't. Or you can, but listen. If they're taking manhole, imagine what they'll do to you. Come on. People are a thing while it's convenient. They opened up a league for trans athletes to compete. How many people signed up? None. Because it's much more fun to go there and wrestle down and break the cranium of a woman so that you can stand up there with your fucking Adam's apple sitting up underneath your medal talking about, I'm so happy that I won. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. So, can a woman be a man? Let her go to the male prison then. Let's do that. When you start doing it all the way, do it all the way. Because we understand the biological difference when they're keeping these people looking and dressing up like men inside the women's prisons, right? Listen, they have already, in many places, taken away women's bathroom and just made it an all-gender bathroom so that women have no effing privacy. so that little girls can't go to the bathroom alone. We already see that we see this rapper Lil Boom going around rubbing his pelvis against little girls inside the damn Walmart. Come on, it's like, no. Protect women, not just when it's convenient. This right here is not protection of women because it takes away the believability of true victims. If you're willing to sit up here and excuse this effery, you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted for your impartiality. You can't be trusted as a true advocate. Who's advocating for that woman at the hotel who was called all types of coon-ass bitches by Roe? Who's advocating for her? Come on. Listen. Oh, listen. IEA2, whatever your name is, I can't see because it's far from me. I got a person. We're going to do a video about the passport bros, but show up and support the broadcast. Share the video. Get the thumbs up, like the video, comment. Because it's like you all are requesting videos that you don't show up for. Join the text notification squad so that you get a text whenever I go live. The link is in the description. It's $1.99 per month. Support the show. Ren says, Tonya, when you become a trans woman, your private cannot work when on hormone. Do your research. Would love for all men to transition to they can't get anyone pregnant. Listen, I don't know about that because I didn't seen, listen. I used to follow this person, TS, I don't remember what her name was. It's 15 years, or what this person, excuse me. I don't remember what this person's name was. 15 years ago, I followed this person. And I was cleaning, you know how Gmail sends you those notifications that your mailbox is full and that you're not going to be receiving messages soon. So I went all the way back and started deleting messages. And I came across a message from this TS person who had befriended me on YouTube. I searched for the person's name to just see if they were making videos. Oh, this person's making videos, all right. On Pornhub. Oh, my Lord, I can't take back what it is that I've seen. I can't take it back what I've seen. Oh, gosh. I've seen too much. And so from what it is that I saw, this person was still able to use their part because they was using it on a man ass who had all these, it looked like cigarette burns or something. Oh my gosh. And then the person was also had some smoking fetish video where the person was smoking in a person's face and blowing it inside. Oh, it was too much. It was too much. Oh my God. I can't take back what I seen. It wasn't T.S. Madison. It was T.S. somebody. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I don't even want to think of it because I don't want people to Google it. Oh my goodness. T.S. Madison says that they got a 9-inch something or another. This person, it was little, but it still worked because it was poking and a jabbing inside this man's back door. I said, what is this? Oh my God. And he had cigarette burns on his butt cheeks. It wasn't looking fresh and nice. It was terrible. Terrible. So I don't know what you're talking about. It was working. It was working. Oh my gosh. Listen. Me don't want to hear no more. Let's go back to this video and hear what this man is saying. I want to see how he tied this into Jonathan Majors. Ren, if you try to make this conversation about trans people, you're going to be removed. I'm only giving one warning. Go to the trans videos and talk about that where people are looking for that there. I only mentioned it momentarily. So you've got your warning. Admins, do your thing.
Article proves and disproves. Let's state the obvious. A lot of y'all don't have as much hope and legitimacy into the system or the legal process until it's about disproving support of a black woman. Then all of a sudden, y'all become legal advocates because just a couple of days ago, y'all was all about Martin Luther Majors being a victim of the system because his victim lied about the details in which how it happened. The article proves that she was assaulted, but that she did not give the correct details about how it happened. According to charging documents, Osman and Douglas were in an argument, and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic bottle and struck Osman in the face. Now, why?
Did this man just say that he read the article and it showed that he had a water bottle in his which hand? What side was the contusion on Bashi's face? Osman, Rhoda, Brick Lady. What side was it on? Was it on her right or left side? Because if a person swings from the right side, right, the contusion is going to be on which side of the body? I need somebody. We need to be able to find the original footage and see if there's any writing so that we know whether the writing is right side, because he wants to try to denigrate people doing their investigation. But if we investigate this and we see if there's some writing around her to see which side of her face. See? Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Really? Oh, is that so? Interesting. We need to find some writing so that we can see which side of her face it was actually on. Now go on, Conchosle. Go ahead.
Why is the headline written in the way to presume she made the whole thing up when the article itself states that she was assaulted, but that she allegedly lied about how she was assaulted? So for the people in the back, the reason why she's being charged with fraud is because law enforcement has said, no, you were assaulted, but you lied about how you said you was assaulted. Therefore, all the money you raised is fraud. Which literally leaves me scratching my goddamn head now.
Really?
The GoFundMe that is being called into question was about helping her recover and paying for medical bills because she was assaulted. Now, the article itself states that she was assaulted. So what a fraud come in? So y'all gonna piss on my hand and tell me it's raining, huh? The article also states they were able to find video of the defendant in a...
So he got a pee-pee fetish? All right now.
Another person who they believe was the accused assaulter. They got in the car. They both got out the car. The defendant slapped the male, who responded by slapping her back. He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left a mark on her face, but it was mutual combat. That's what they said. So they charged this woman with fraud because she said she was hit by a brick, but they said
we asked Olan Dugalaw, we asked him when he was on the show how he hit her. Was it forward? Was it a roundhouse? We asked him. It was forward. So, Lee, are you also going to talk about how she talked about how it was a trailer load of girls or a big car full of girls and they was trying to traffic her or was asking for her number and all this other stuff? Come on.
Said she was hit by a water bottle, but they do acknowledge she was hit. They do acknowledge it was marks left on her face. So she can't get a GoFundMe to take care of what. And then this really...
Listen, I don't care how hard somebody hits you with a water bottle. It ain't going to break bones in your face. It's not. Not a plastic water bottle. Unless it's falling from the top of the Empire State Building. Come on. This doesn't make any sense.
Really the part that had me scratching my ass. TikTokers provide police information on Osman false claims past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osman was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, you know what I'm saying, it's exaggeration. I say probably like 10 to 15 different Twitter videos about her calling Houston law enforcement and saying, hey, Ro, yeah, she's scamming. Queen of accountability. So according to law enforcement, it was a plastic water bottle that left this mark on her face. Not no saline, not no injections, not that she made it up. Like, it was a water bottle, apparently. Second thing.
They said we believe. Okay, so I need to see if we see any writing. Because if the writing is right ways, then I don't know how she got this on her right side of the face.
They claim in the article it was mutual combat. That's what the law enforcement said. But one individual had a object, the other one did not. And the individual that had an object was a man, but it's mutual combat. Interesting.
Okay, so that's video 1. Let's see the next video.
Breaking news. Woman who went viral after claiming the man assaulted her with the brick in Houston is being charged with felony theft by deception after allegedly raising.
And we asked him whether or not there was frozen water in the bottle, and the man wouldn't answer what type of water was in the bottle. So, oh well, he could have cleared up the speculation, but maybe it was frozen water in the bottle.
Breaking news. Woman who went viral after claiming the man assaulted her with the brick in Houston is being charged with felony theft by deception after allegedly raising tens of thousands of dollars for a GoFundMe scam. Now, I've been able to do some more digging and a little bit more research, and I want to share with y'all what I found, especially after talking with Ro. Now, law enforcement alleges that this mark was left on Ro's face by a water bottle and was justifiably done through mutual combat because she was the aggressor. Ro alleges that's actually not what happened at all, and that not only is she not the aggressor in this situation, but that she has video evidence of the assailant literally admitting to hitting her with a liquor bottle and not a water bottle. She actually provided me with the video. Y'all want to watch it?
Yeah.
So why did she say what happened to her face?
I don't want to do this 300 times.
But what happened to her face? Because a grown man that hit a bitch with a brick is weird to me.
Have you seen me before?
Yes.
When you see me, how do you feel like I interact with you?
I feel like you walk around with a fake dick But I feel
Before I let the rest of the video play, this is a very important detail with this fake dingaling part that they talking about, because Ro alleges that she's not the aggressor, and in fact that he allegedly touched her first with this little fake dingaling that you. Ro says is in.
Wait, a man is walking around with a rubber dick. What the hell is going on? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, the man is walking around with a rubber dick? Wait, what? What is going? So is he pimp slapping people with a rubber dick? Wait, is it rubber? Was it like one of them stone dicks he hit her in the face with? Maybe it was one of them glass dicks. That's why it left a mark. But then that mark was a square. I don't understand what's going on. We asked the man last night whether he had a liquor bottle with him or in his hand. He said no. So who is telling the truth here? This wait, the fake dick though. What is going on? I wish we could have asked him about the fake, because it looks like it's zoomed. It's showing his crotchical area right here, and I see something hanging down low. But is that silicone? Oh my goodness, this is too much. Was he trying to get it on in the back seat of the car with this rubber dick? This is too much. This is too much. You know how people say, I wouldn't F you with somebody else's D. Maybe they would. maybe they would. Oh my gracious.
But I feel.
Before I let the rest of the video play, this is a very important detail with this fake dingaling part that they talking about, because Ro alleges that she's not the aggressor, and in fact that he allegedly touched her first with this little fake dingaling that you. Ro says it's important to acknowledge that he did not deny the claims of walking around with the fake dingaling, and in fact that's the reason why she slapped him.
Like, my people done told me about you, but a nigga that hit a bitch,
Tell you about me.
a nigga that hit a woman like that is fucked up. Whether you hit her with a brick or you hit her with your hand, that's weird. Everybody know it's you.
This is what happened, and I gotta keep telling the story. I'm gonna tell you this more story. Unfortunately, once again, you want, and then once I tell you the story, are you gonna tell your friends this, and do I have to keep telling this damn story?
I'm gonna tell my friend that told me it was you.
I didn't tell you it was me.
No, I'm gonna tell my friends that told me it was you. My friends that was at Liquid Down told me it was you.
Okay. Why the fuck do you think I would pick up a fucking brick and hit this weird woman?
She said cause you.
Who gives a fuck? What the fuck she said? She's a scammer. She just made 80 fucking grand. That brick is the. I didn't hit her with a brick, but she just made 80 fucking grand off of bullshit. That story is fake. So all these little women, this bitch scammed people for 80 grand. Do you understand that?
Did you hit her or not?
I hit her, but not with a brick. I didn't do all that shit. Let me
So
tell you
what
exactly
happens on her face?
She got hit because she stole off on me. At the point she stole off, as soon as she hit me, she got hit with a fucking bottle that was in my hand, and I didn't mean to hit her with the fucking bottle in my hand.
How you accidentally hit somebody?
Let me ask you
with a
something. If
bottle?
I just slapped you right now, wouldn't it be really quickly you would hit me right back?
So she hit you, and then you just had a reflex.
It's reflex like a motherfucker. And that's what really happened. I didn't hit.
And it wasn't because she didn't want your number.
The fact that you think this makes me
This is
think
what
you're-
it said.
Stop listening to me. You're a smart, brilliant woman. You look very beautiful. Internet is not real. Social media is not a real thing. This bitch just made a narrative. I didn't do shit. I didn't give a nigga my number, and he walked up, hit me with a brick, and all these niggas seen me hit him with a brick, yet no one recorded it, no one seen it, and oh my gosh, I'm a victim. Please have a GoFundMe. You're too smart to believe some dumbass shit like that. The fact that you're even questioning me,
But like, what happened to her face? Her face was like
I
this
just told
big.
you. I promise you. I didn't even want to. I swear to God.
So she hit you and you
Also find it very puzzling that her GoFundMe was made to help raise funds to cover medical expenses from being hit, and that the law enforcement confirmed that she was hit, but said that she wasn't hit the way that she said she was, and that's the crime right here. Not that she was hit with a liquor bottle.
Hey man, y'all already know I was gonna come in swinging after Lee. Here's my question about this entire situation. I don't understand why men believe that they're owed an apology. An apology for what? The definition of the word apology is an regretful acknowledgement of an offense or a failure. What precisely did we fail to do in this situation? Did we fail to report the incident as it happened? We weren't there. Did we fail to engage in pseudo-intellectual investigative debates with an anchored bias about how it is that something could have transpired? We know better. Did we fail to not listen to y'all about how it is that she was lying? We didn't know that she was lying. And for the record, I still don't believe that she was lying. So if you go back and watch Lee's full video, you'll know that Texas is a mutual combat state. That's one. Also, two, Rhoda produced multiple documents identifying that what it is that she said in the process of what it is that happened was actually accurate. I believe that what a lot of black men want us to apologize for is the fact that we did not hide them or defend them from the legal system of the United States. Here's my issue with that though.
Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges.
But a lot of black men are not those type of men. And sometimes this is the reason why when I get on this platform and I try to defend black men about their emotional health, their mental health, things of that nature, this is the shit that knocks us back hundreds of years. Because a lot of y'all refuse to identify how it is that your resentment with how it is that patriarchy has treated black men bleeds into your perception of how it is that black women should be treated. Because when y'all were doing all of this investigating, it was never about finding out what actually happened. Because to my knowledge, nobody ever said that the water bottle that he used was plastic. It was about, once again, trying to invalidate this black woman's reality in order to make the reality of black men being falsely accused of things more valid. A false accusation or a fallacious charge, I will agree, is something that has been utilized to usurp and to interrupt the progress of black men. But once again, this type of situation is not the same as your baby mama weaponizing the court against you so that you can't see your kids. Go to the courtroom mediator to deal with that shit. This right here, my boy, is literally what it is that I mean when I say that black men will utilize the entire lives of black women in order to make their lives seem more important. You invalidating somebody's life trauma in order to create the illustration that false accusations exist within the criminal justice system towards black men is ill-timed, it's inappropriate, and it extends from you feeling as if though your reality within the system of the United States is constantly invalidated. It's that crabs in the barrel shit, fool.
Breaking news. Woman who went viral.
Ooh, this was good. This was good. Okay, so, all right. So he said he hit her with a bottle. And there are glass water bottles out there. Voss makes glass water bottles. Perrier makes, but that's a little rounder. But I can't think of any other glass water bottles. But Voss, if a person was holding a Voss and swung So now what we need to do is we need to see the footage. We need to see the footage. All right, let's see. Is there what's your solution? That's a shame. Hashtag DE, diversity, inclusion. Oh no. So that's it, all that he said. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, somebody's saying he's so out of control, his reflexes is to automatically hit back with whatever is in his hand. Well, listen, you can't dictate how a human reflex works. You can't dictate how a human reflex works. My. All right, so this was interesting. I want to see your comments because we asked him what he had in his hands. We asked him if he had a glass liquor bottle. He said no. But we didn't ask if it was a glass water bottle. We didn't ask what the material of the bottle was. That's interesting. Did we? We asked what he had in his hands. He said a water bottle. We asked whether it was a glass liquor bottle, but I didn't even think of a glass water bottle. My goodness me. Very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to get your comments and your self-love lesson. It is time for us to get up and do our next movement break. So let us see. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay. So listen, the broadcast is about to end. When we come back, I want to hear from you all. I'm going to get your comments. However, what it is, we're doing a movement break because it has been half an hour that we've been sitting. And don't just do this on my broadcast, but in your regular life. If you're sitting for long periods of time, get up and move. So we're going to do some ballerina booties here. So I want you to, all right. So I want you to step up on your toes, your tippy toes, while you squeeze your butt cheeks, and then go down and just as tight as you can, like you're trying to hold some dental floss, like you're trying to pull dental floss. All right, come on, and then we're gonna do this, and we're going to be back. We're gonna be back in 2 minutes. Keep doing them. All right, we are back. Okay, listen. This whole story sounds like a mess. It sounds like a mess. It's just saying you hit somebody because they hit you first is some elementary school bull. You know, I don't know if you've ever been hit and your reflexes just sometimes, there's fight, flight, freeze. When people are caught off guard and their reflexes kick in, listen, you can't dictate how somebody else's reflexes work. Don't hit people. Don't hit them. That's the best way to stay out of that reflex motion. This is why I don't scare people. Why I don't stand in the, because I know that when I went, this is why I don't go to haunted houses. When I was a teenager, I went to a haunted house. Somebody jumped out, and it was just my reflex to just hit them. And I was like, that was so inappropriate because this person is at work. I don't go into haunted houses, and I don't stand behind things scaring people because you cannot predict how people act once their reflexes kick in. So I don't even get into all of that. So nonetheless, let us go ahead and look at. So the person talking about that's elementary school. Well, listen, maybe we need to go back to elementary school and telling people to keep their damn hands to themselves. Maybe we can do it like that. Maybe no one will have to have their reflexes enacted by you just keeping your hands to yourself. It's as simple as that. And it's very elementary minded to think that we can always control how our reflexes kick in. We can't. So let's just keep ourselves out of that to begin with. I don't understand how the rubber dick had anything to do with this story. This just sounds so damn crazy. I wish that we had known about that when we had him on the show last night, because I want to hear more about why a person will be walking around, why a man will be walking around like that. This is just too much. This is just too much. All right. So let me go ahead and see your questions and your comments on the screen, because I'm curious now at this point. Somebody is saying he was cute and they would have smashed. That's probably somebody on a troll account. Just coming up, talking they smack. Let me see. Come on. What are your thoughts about all of this? Who is lying? Who is telling the truth? What do you think is the truth and what do you think is a lie? This is also very interesting to me. This is all types of craziness. Oh, man. I'm going to give you all some time to just comment. He gave you Big D energy. I don't know. If you say, I don't know. I didn't pick up on energy. I didn't. I know the way he got a little buck with that person who was asking him questions. I know that is very telling right there. Listen, many people troll in different ways. Somebody thinks both are lying. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so Scotty wants to see the footage. I want to see the footage too. Most people say that they feel both are lying. That's interesting. Yeah, a lot of people think that they're both not telling the truth. Yeah. A lot of people think that. So you know what? Let's go ahead and see what the self-love lesson is from today's video. Because that video was very telling. I wish I had seen that before the interview. I wish the person who had sent me the tag told me to take a look at that before the interview. She didn't remove the mask until she got out of the car. We don't know. He says that she was out of the car with the mask on. Apparently, this was the mask of Gibraltar, because she was hit in the face and the mask still stayed on, according to him. I believe they know each other. Listen, they were both in Minnesota. So who knows what's going on? I can believe she was propositioning and he was like, hell no. Really? The way he liked that big old booty she had? Who knows? Very interesting. All right. So let's go ahead and do our self-love lessons. Type SLL and let me know what your lesson for loving yourself more is from this video. I will always trust my intuition. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's see what else we have. I think after this, I'm going to pop me some corn and sit down and watch some videos/movies. Kyrie is thoroughly confused. I feel you. It's a situation that I can't wait till the footage comes out, because when the footage comes out, That's going to tell us what we need to know. Her butt and her eyes. Listen, he said he was mesmerized, right? He said he was mesmerized. The truth will lead the way. I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, let's see what else we have here. Whew. Man, I want you all to have a good, happy Friday. I'm going to look for a few more self-love lessons, and then I'm going to pack it up. You all have to share the video, comment, thumbs up the video. All you have to do is close the live comment area, put an X on that, go to the video itself, click the thumbs up, and then come back. I don't like when people play with the self-love lessons. I like the self-love lessons to be for real. So let's not get your comments removed from the screen by joking. I will make better judgment of someone's character. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. I will always make sure I'm aware of my surroundings. Yeah. Don't go around distracted. Do your very best to be intentional and in the moment, paying attention to your surroundings. Absolutely. We already talked about that, BK. We've talked about that before. All right, so let us go ahead and wrap up this video. I will tell you all what my self-love lesson is from today's video. And my self-love lesson from today's video, you know what? My self-love lesson is really about being vigilant. It's about being vigilant for the truth. To remain unbiased, regardless of whether I like a person's personality or a person is charming or a person seems problematic. To just be vigilant and realize that a lot of people lie for a lot of different reasons, and I'm not going to be sitting here like Boo Boo the Fool. Listen. Okay, you've gotten your comments removed from my screen. You're not going to be able to comment on this live video, so your comments are done. Nobody needs to respond to that person. So yes, so that is my self-love lesson for today's video from watching this. Because remember, it's really all about you. It's really all about you. So I'll check the PayPal before we jump out just to make sure, because sometimes I don't check and people send. But then when I do check, nobody sends. So let me check one last time before we jump out of here. Nope. Psychedelic Rhapsody. You're being mean now. You're being mean. All right, so on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? Love yourself. That's right. I'll give you all a hug. And I will head out of here. All right, see you all in the next video. Peace.